It's a little-known fact that the first 10 feet of the world's oceans contain as much energy as the entire world's atmosphere. But how they interact and what goes on in the vast depths of the oceans affects every living being on this planet.
Ocean science is big science. What is changing our climate? How is the ocean involved in that? How are we going to feed 9 billion people on the planet? Where are we going to get clean supplies of energy for the future? And as people congregate in vast numbers in low-lying coastal regions, how are we going to get greater resilience to flooding from the sea? These are the big questions we're dealing with.
Answering those questions is the role of the National Oceanography Centre. It's located with two of the UK's leading universities, the University of Southampton and the University of Liverpool. It's renowned for its ability to invent cutting-edge technologies to carry out world-leading science on a global scale. It's revolutionising marine science with new capabilities. To fully understand the ocean, it demands a level of data that has always been unachievable, until very recently. For marine scientists, the Holy Grail has always been what's called a persistent presence.
One of the things we're trying to do is to have this fabled persistent presence, and that is to remain in one spot or one area for a long time, so you can measure long time series.
The importance of this achievement in such a hostile environment cannot be overstated. Only through long-term studies can scientists actually detect changes. The National Oceanography Centre is a global leader in this technology. They built the world's first permanent observational array, stretching right across the North Atlantic. It's called the Rapid Array. It was carried out with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration in the USA. The information it gathers from the near surface right down to the sea floor has transformed our understanding of the ocean circulation and its impact on climate and weather patterns. But its sheer scale means data can only be collected every 18 months. Now the National Oceanography Centre is testing a new system to gather the data in real time via satellite. Currently, the data is collected by their two research ships, the Discovery and the James Cook. Ton for ton, they're the most advanced research fleet in the world. All data gathered by the National Oceanography Centre is freely available to everyone, public, scientists and industry alike. And in the development of new technologies to achieve the persistent presence, they've pioneered new partnerships with innovative inventors and businesses. It's turbocharged the development of so-called autonomous underwater vehicles. Unmanned autosubs, underwater gliders and unmanned surface vessels with unprecedented endurance and capabilities. They're a national resource for the world's marine science community to call upon. One of its users is the Scottish Association of Marine Science.
They can go in the ocean for 6 months and you basically control them from anywhere with an internet connection. With your iPad you can tell them where to go and how often to surface, and they give the data back in real time.
All data gathered by the National Oceanography Centre is sent to their site in Liverpool. It's home to the British Oceanographic Data Centre. It has hundreds of years' worth of data, available for scientists to analyse in the search for those long-term changes. And now it's going online for the whole world to access and study.
It's a special time for marine science. There is overwhelming amounts of data available now. The web technologies allow us to do a lot more today than what we used to be able to do.
Persistent presence and the bringing together of all this high-quality data means better modelling techniques and much more accurate predictions. Their models are among the most accurate and powerful in the world.
To be able to simulate the ocean in a way that we can make predictions about what's going to happen in the future, and in particular to understand the effects of the interaction between people and the sea, all of the unintended consequences that we have.
The NOC is one of the top 3 oceanographic institutions in the world, and now it's on the cusp of a revolution in answering some of the most important questions facing mankind.